Just found out we had a 2018 Camry land on the lot. I'm gonna go for a quick test drive. Hope you enjoy. You know what? Don't even have to turn around. This backup camera makes it so much easier. So this is the 2018 Camry. Obviously you've heard lots about it, hopefully leading up to this. It is the biggest change ever in the Camry. I mean, the old cars were great cars, but they just didn't really get the juices flowing. I mean, the Camry's been the #1 selling mid-size sedan in North America for something like 15 years. So obviously we were doing something right. I mean, when it comes to trim levels, the L models are the elegant ones. The S models are more the edgy, more aggressive body lines, more edgy styling, that sort of thing. One thing on the new Camrys, every single model comes standard with LED low and high beam headlights, projector style, which is pretty cool. It's got a McPherson style strut in the front, just a new version of it, and then it's got a double wishbone setup in the back. Now, unless you're a car nerd, you probably won't care about that, but when you drive the car, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I am literally driving down the worst road, probably in this area of the city, and you can't even hear road noise. It's so awkward talking into a camera with no one else in the car. I feel like I'm having a conversation with myself. I'm going crazy. Digging the changes that they made because it just seems to bite the corners so much better. And I want to get it into a little bit more of a twisting bend here to see exactly how it performs. So first corner. Wow. Wow. New powertrain options. There are 3 of them in the new models. Hybrid system, 4-cylinder and V6 is the 3.5 liter V6 direct injected engine. Puts down 301 horsepower and 267 pound-feet of torque in a Camry. Yeah. So right now I'm driving the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, also a new motor, direct injected. Puts down 203 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque in a 4-cylinder, so it is no slouch. And from a standstill, let's see what we got for power. Seriously guys, if the 4-cylinder pulls like this, the V6 is gonna blow the doors off of anything in its class. Oh look, another Camry. Back to the car. This is the first Toyota to be built entirely on Toyota's new global architecture. They call it TNGA for short. In essence, just to make a long story short, it's a revamp of their entire process from like the idea concept all the way through to manufacturing and building and selling the cars. Just makes it more efficient, means they can spend more money on cool stuff. R&D, so they can make stuff with, you know, N-Tune and all these other fancy bells and whistles that Toyota hasn't had in recent years. This new safety equipment, TSS, you know, I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty boring stuff with you guys, but TSS is phenomenal. I mean, just this radar cruise. Right now, I'm sitting right back about 100 yards or so from the car in front of me. I've got radar cruise set at 104 kilometers an hour, but I'm doing 91. And basically it just speed matches the vehicle in front of you. You can change distances. It's got pedestrian detection and a pre-collision system. Not a substitute for safe driving, but it more or less just makes sure that if you're not paying attention, somebody is for you. Lane departure alert, rear cross traffic alert, backup camera. I mean, all these things that, yes, they're safety oriented and they may be considered boring by some. It just makes it so that you can be more confident when you're behind the wheel. The wheelbase is longer, the stance is wider, the trunk space is bigger, it's got more room inside, it's got a more aggressive platform, the suspension's more comfortable, it's got more horsepower. Do your research, read up online about, you know, the changes and all the different things that it's affected, and come drive one of these new cars. Toyota Hybrid System 2 is what they're coining this new setup. I don't know a lot of the technological improvements, but I can tell you this. If it's an improvement on the previous Toyota Hybrid System, I don't even know how that's possible. I mean, we all know Toyota makes the most reliable cars on the planet. I'm digging this. I like this infotainment setup here. I like that every one of them gets a nice big 7-inch screen at minimum. Some of them get an 8-inch screen. I mean, plus it's made by Toyota, so you know it's going to work well for a long time. You know, one of the weird problems that I've never really had in a Camry before is this one you don't realize when you're speeding because it does feel so comfortable going a little bit quicker. I mean, I'm not speeding at all, but putting it out there. How fast this sequential gearbox shifts. So pay attention there and shift. I'm impressed. This is the base model and it has a pretty bumping stereo in it, so. I mean, listen how freaking quiet this is. And I've got the accelerator like buried right now.